Welcome back everybody to the channel, and in this video we are doing another video on putting. That's right, this is a continuation from a previous video. In the last video we were practicing the short putts from anywhere between 1 feet and 3 feet to the hole. Now we're going for long distance putting. This is around 40 to 60 feet away. The idea in this putting session is to land the ball within about a 3-foot radius. So as you've just seen, I've paced out the tees and they're approximately 3 feet now from the hole, and the idea is to putt from around 50 feet, 40 feet, 60 feet, but it's just a long way away from the hole basically, trying to picture myself to be out on the real course, and I've landed the ball 40, 50 feet away from the hole, and the idea is to 2-putt from this point. Now we know statistically if I get it to the point within the 3-foot radius, statistically I've got a very high chance of holing it from that point. So this is the whole idea of this kind of practice. And I like to put the tees in the ground. It's a visual aid. You don't have to do this, it's not a must. I'm sure we can all roughly see what's around 3 feet, but this really is a good visual aid, especially because I've paced them out, so you know that's a 3-foot circle and there's no cheating at that point. So as long as the balls land within the circle, it's a good putt. You've got to be pleased with it. And with my handicap, I've got anywhere between an 85 and a 90% chance of holing the second putt. So this is what this exercise is all about. It's just getting it close to the hole to then give you the high probability of getting it into the hole and walking away with a 2-putt. So you may have a question, how long do you do this for? Well, you do it for as long as you like, really. It's until you get bored, I suppose. But for me, it's about a numbers game. The more you practice, the better you get. So, minimum of 50 balls here to kind of get an average of how many you're getting in the 3-foot circle. 100 balls if better, but obviously it takes quite a lot of time pacing up and down, hitting just a few balls, because you can't hit too many golf balls because they start getting in the way of each other. If you leave any short, they start messing around with your line. So I usually use 4 or 5 golf balls, and that's normally enough to hit a few up there, leave a few short, but still gives me room to get round those balls and into the circle. And that's how I play this particular exercise. Now here's another little juicy exercise that you can do to help your putting, and this actually is something that I see a lot of when I'm watching things like Sky Sports and the live golf. And one thing I've noticed that they do is occasionally they show the tour pros on the putting greens. And you'll have to excuse my camera angle here as well. I didn't bring on this particular day, I didn't have my phone stand with me, so I'm basically propped the camera on the floor, the phone on the floor. So you've got literally a worm's eye view here. Anyway, so one thing tour pros do when they're out on tour is on the putting green, I see them doing this exercise all the time, and they normally use this little tool, or at least something similar to that tool. And all it does is it makes sure that they start their ball off on the right line. And a simple way you can do this is you get 2 tees and you basically put them a ball width apart, get a little bit extra, just a fraction bigger than the ball width, because you can't have it tight up against the ball. Put the tees into the ground, and then you hit the ball from about 1 foot away. You don't have to have a long distance, just 1 foot, and you then putt it through the tees. And obviously if you're offline, it will hit the tee, and then you're offline. And statistically, if you hit the ball just a couple of degrees off on a 5-foot putt, you'll miss the hole. So there's a tiniest of gaps either side, but this is a really good exercise to help you start your ball off on the right line. Anyway, this is just another short video for you guys on some things that I've been practicing for my putting to hopefully get me those 2 putts instead of those 3 putts. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button if you enjoyed this video, and the notification bell so you can be notified of more videos I bring out. And I've got an 18-hole vlog coming up for you guys. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye.